Hello gamers of the world, this is Dimension Rules, and welcome back to Let's Play Sly Cooper and the Thievius Racoonus. Alright, I'm glad to get back to business, and today I'm going to plan on finishing this. Well, not today, but I'm going to plan on at least getting this part done. Well, that's kind of inevitable. Well, anyways, I just sound like an idiot now. Anyways, yeah. Um, that was a mistake I made, because, you see, in all future Sly Cooper games, holding on the R1 button makes you sprint. In this game, the R1 button makes you take out your binocular.
Secured location on this boat. If Raleigh's really as smart as his police files suggest, then that's where I'll find him.
Wonderful idea, but your plan is flawed.
Why?
Because it's impossible to get near him. To access Raleigh's blimp, you would have to sneak through that high voltage power tube. To do that without getting electrocuted, you'd have to destroy that power generator. And to do that, you'd need 2 more of Raleigh's treasure keys, which are heavily guarded.
Interesting. So when are you gonna get to the impossible part?
Fine. But I warned you. I've marked the areas you need to hit with holographic markers. Follow them to your objectives.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. It's your funeral.
Anyways, yeah, this is of course this can be considered to be the first hub world in a sense. This game is much differently structured than later games in this series. In the later games in this series,
Wow, you found a lucky charm. That'll protect you when you take any damage.
it's more of a later games in the series is more of a GTA sandbox type of deal, where you able to free roam along a large like sandbox like area and complete missions. But which I'll deal with if I eventually eventually able to do those games.
Better close those furnace doors. Jump and press the square button. That'll slam them shut.
Yep. Now we're in this level. This level is a bit,
Eureka!
well,
We're in the engine room. My analysis tells me that if you trace the spinning crankshaft all the way back to its source, you'll find Raleigh's treasure key.
I have no idea how to get that bottle without falling in the water. No idea. It's weird. It's weird. Like, none of the characters in this series can swim. I mean, I can understand Sly, considering that he's a raccoon, but, well, if I get around to the later games in this series, you'll see. But, yeah, this level, I'm wondering if this is an engine room, why is it filled with water? Wasn't engine room 4 anyways, a ship? Doesn't matter. Anyways, yeah, this is a rather long level compared to other levels in the game. Especially the next level I'm going to tackle. Yes, I am planning on collecting every single bottle in the game. This will unlock different special thief moves you can only gain by collecting all the bottles. And open the safes. That's what I'm doing here. Anyways, yeah, we have that walrus gopher thing. Yeah, this thing is weird. Usually the bottles don't really apply to gravity, but in this game they usually actually do. Actually, I think they do apply to gravity in later games. What am I saying? I'm going nuts here. At these. Anyways, I'm really excited to get back into playing these games for you guys, because I love the Sly Cooper series, and it's one of the few stealth games I actually enjoy playing. Mostly because it's not entirely focused on stealth. It's actually because a lot of it is based around platforming, you see. And I love a good platformer. I love Mario, I love my Banjo-Kazooie style stuff, I like platformers a lot. And that's what this game is. A stealth platformer. Well, stealth is more or less just a backdrop to the game. More or less a theme, as there's not really a whole lot of stealth in this game compared to later games in this series. Later games in this series are a whole lot more stealth-based than this game is. This game is, and they're a lot less linear. This game is very Crash Bandicoot-esque compared to later games in this series. A lot of early installment weirdness if you watch TV tropes and are familiar with that trope. Now, gotta swing on. Yeah, even though this game may be different from other games in this series, it's still a pretty fun ride. Hope you guys enjoying this as much as I'm enjoying playing it. And here I make a stupid mistake and fall down there, and I had to leave and restart the entire level all over again. And yeah, there we go. Yep, I cut back to here and boom. Yeah, I kind of suck at video games, to be honest. I kind of suck really bad. Anyways. Man, I don't really have a whole lot to say. I'm sorry if this commentary is a bit boring. But, hey. Alright, now we're in the fire room. Just went from a room full of water to a room full of fire. And I bonked on the head. Bonked on the head. We have these spinning wheels in the furnace. Oh, man. I'm a terrible Let's Player. I'll always find a hard time thinking of things to talk about. A very hard time thinking of things to talk about. Well, like, for one thing, Psychover's getting a movie coming next year, which I think is really interesting. I know that I'm a bit late to the party on that, but still, I'm really interested in seeing what the movie's going to be like. It might actually be a good video game movie.
You can't jump up on this furnace, Sly.
Yeah, shut up.
And find an alternate route.
I don't know why, but Bentley's voice sounds a bit different in this game than it does in later games in the series, even though it's the same voice actor. I can't really say why, but it just sounds a bit different. Yeah, I don't really know why. Anyways, this raccoon's on fire. Sorry, I had to. What is that pumping it up? Is that like some kind of poop? Sludge? I'm guessing it's like ink? Oil? I have no idea, really. Speaking of ink, I'm really excited for Splatoon, the new game coming out later in May. That looks like it'll be one hell of a fun game. I can't wait to play that game online and having lots of fun with, well, people online.
I can't believe I pieced this one together. Try 227.
Yeah. If it was 337, I could make a 1337 joke, but unfortunately, no. I'm a sad panda.
Interesting. Old Sally Cooper's fast getaway raccoon roll.
It's not really that
Stories
fast.
claim she can move faster rolling than anyone else could on the
Roll.
run.
They say me rolling. They hating.
Switch between your power-ups using L2 and R2.
Now then. I can't think of much things to talk about a whole lot. Not at all, really. I'm sorry. It pays me to think of things to talk about. Anyways, yes. This level is a bit, well, like I said, it's really long, so it's kind of hard to think of good things to talk about. Yeah, well anyways, as I was talking about Splatoon earlier, Splatoon looks like a really fun game. Like, I'm looking forward to, like, the single player mode, which you play through a bunch of different platforming levels against like, the Octopus Army. The Octopus Army looks very interesting, especially the Octolings, like octopus version of the Inklings. The game looks like a lot of fun, and I can't wait to play when it comes out. I think it's going to become one of Nintendo's new mainstay franchises. Like, it's going to be up there with Smash Brothers and Mario Kart as one of the definitive Nintendo multiplayer experiences. It's going to be one of those games that everyone is going to want to play, and it's going to be that game that's going to get a ton of sequels to get everyone hyped whenever a new game is going to come out. Just like Smash Brothers and Mario Kart. I think that's the way it's going to work, in my opinion. The Inklings should definitely get into Smash Brothers as well.
Look at all this stuff. Must be worth millions. And you know what that means? Tighter security. You're gonna have to be extra sneaky to get the treasure key here.
This level is where I've definitely derped, but you'll see in a minute. Then we have the I-beams of doom. It's a firing its laser at us. And we have to scoot around it. Yeah. Speaking of Scoot, Scoot makes me think of Earthbound. It's like the opening theme where it tells you to scoot off to bed. I love Earthbound, and I would think in the sense Nintendo's made Game Boy Advance games a virtual console, I'm thinking that they may actually use this feature to localize games that never got released outside Japan. That they could use the Game Boy Advance thing to get Mother 3. One game I really wish that they'd bring over here is Captain Rainbow. It looks a bit gay, I admit. It's like you're like a rainbow themed superhero who goes to an island filled with retired video game characters, including Birdo and Little Mac, a very fat Little Mac. It looks like a really fun game, and I was disappointed that it wasn't released over here. They probably thought it was too gay for Americans. I hope they decide to release it via the Wii Virtual Console on the Wii U, because they now have Wii games on Virtual Console, which is interesting considering that the Wii is just a couple years old. Again, it's kind of weird that they have DS games considering that's only one generation back too. Yeah, it's a bit weird the way that they have those things working. A bit weird. I guess you have to get in or get out or whatever. I'm sorry, I'm just no good at talking right now. Now we're jumping from lily pad to lily pad. I'm just imagining, well, what if instead of lily pads they have giant maxi pads in there? Like just jumping on giant maxi pads while in a pool of period blood? Okay, now I'm grossing myself out. I'm grossing myself out. Why do I think of these things? Like, my mind is just weird. Why the hell am I thinking of these things? My mind works in mysterious ways, I guess. In very mysterious ways. Ways that no one even wants to fathom. They're freaked out by my mind. I have the mind of the millennium, they say. No, actually, I'm the only one that says that. And not even I say that, because I don't even think that myself. We're having flame raccoon for breakfast tonight, folks. Breakfast tonight? Ugh. And my speech patterns are just getting really messed up here. Really messed up. Not in a good way, either. Wait, how can my speech get messed up in a good way? Whatever. Man, I'm not getting any more subscribers over this freaking video. That's for sure. Not getting anything good here. Well, I guess it's time to show myself going back and getting a bunch of stuff I missed. Yep, there is one right here next to the lasers. And run right after the part where you first enter that large chamber. And over here. Booyah! And we're just about finished. Well, that's over and done with. I think I might end it off here. This is Dementia Rules saying ciao.